Hey guys, it's Catherine. I have a follow-up video for you. I'm going to play a little bit more with the watercolor markers, the Zig, Distress, Spectrum Aqua, and different types of papers and different ways to use the markers so you guys can see up close and personal. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, I would be so happy if you did. And give me a thumbs up if you like my videos. It means a lot to me when you guys do. Thanks for being here. The great feedback I get from you guys keeps me going and keeps me excited about video making. So thank you so much for being here. All right, let's play with some markers. So I'm going to use Distress watercolor cardstock, Canson watercolor cardstock. You can get this at Michael's, probably Hobby Lobby, online. It's a giant pad and it's not that expensive, so I love that I discovered that. And then the Bristol Strathmore. Actually, I had not used the Bristol paper before, but check this out. Inside the Canson, there's a chart and it shows you what kind of paper they have and what it's good for. Laurel and Chris are the ones who turned me on to the Bristol paper. So thank you, ladies. As you can see, Bristol right here. And if you look across, it's got 3 stars for markers. And then the watercolor paper, let's see, watercolor for markers only has 1 star. So, hello. When we're using markers, we need to be using Bristol. So you may be watching this and you may be like, hello, Catherine, I've already known that for like 5 years. Where have you been? Well, sorry, this is news to me. We're always learning. Every single day we're learning. All right, let's start out with the Zig. So let me label. So Zig is gonna be first. I'm not gonna make you sit through this, hold on. Okay, so Zig is going to be first. And one fun thing about these markers is that you can touch tip to tip and you can pick up one color and start coloring and check it out. It blends. Awesome! So I'm going to do that on all 3. I'm leaving out my beloved Basil Marshmallow out of this equation today. Don't be angry with me. All right, and then I'm going to show you how you can just color straight on and then you can blend. So all 3 work fairly well. Actually, did you see that? Okay, in my last video, I was complaining because I wasn't getting the results that I got when I was practicing and playing around, but there, I just got it. The Distress watercolor just does not blend as well for me. It just doesn't. So there, you see it right there. That's what I was talking about. So I'm going to try the very same technique with the Distress markers. That's not quite working as well as the Zig. All right, I'm going to clean out my tip and then I'm going to try blending them straight on. Not too bad. Not too bad. See that again right there. It just doesn't blend as well on the Distress watercolor paper for me. Now let's try the Spectrum Aquas. So these are all water-based dye ink markers, watercolor markers. Oh, that looks pretty good. The color isn't coming out of it very quickly though, so it's staying orange for a long time. That's working pretty good. All right, let me clear out the marker there, get it back to yellow. We'll put a little bit of red on, and then we'll blend it out. And yes, then I can come in with a water brush and I can add water. Let me add water to all of these and just see what happens. So I guess my feeling was that if I am coloring straight on to the paper and then trying to blend it, I want it to blend easily. Otherwise, you know, if like I said in my last video, I can do this and then I can pick up color and then I can color with it. But why wouldn't I just use my ink pads? Like if I have a marker, I want to use it as a marker, but I also want it to blend and color and be awesome. So yeah. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab blue. So I have the cobalt blue, and I'm just gonna add a bunch of color onto each paper. So zig is first. I think I have a little bit less on here. And then we'll do the distress. The one drawback with the zigs is I think it takes a little tiny bit more work to actually get the color on there. Do you see it when you do this? It just doesn't come in as juicy as these do, in my opinion. Okay, and what I want to do here is I want to add water, and I want it to watercolor and fade out. So, and I want it to be a really nice blend. Does that make sense? So I want to pull the color from up here and I want to pull it down and I want it to fade out and blend to a nice watercolored finish. Remember in my last video I was saying why was Laurel having trouble with the distress watercolor cardstock and the zigs? This is why right here. It just doesn't blend as well as the Strathmore Bristol. So you can see, oh my gosh, like the spectrum on the distress, like that didn't even blend out at all. And then this one did a little bit, this one did a little bit, but my favorites are the zig. My favorite is the zig on the Strathmore. I think that just blended out beautifully. The distress looks pretty good on the Strathmore also. The spectrum, not so much. The Canson watercolor paper, it's okay. The zig looks pretty good. The distress looks okay. The spectrum doesn't look so good. Now I hear what people love about these spectrum markers is actually coloring on the stamp and then being able to stamp. So I haven't tried that yet. Maybe that's for another video. But I just wanted to go in and do some more testing and playing and showing you guys what these markers do and what the difference is on different papers and the different watercolor markers that you can get. There's some clear-cut winners here. So just informational, and that's about it for today. Thanks for viewing, thanks for watching, thanks for being here. I will see you again soon.